Hello, unlimited friends. It's Zara back again. Today, the question that we are answering in this video is about prayer. What is the best way to pray so that your prayers can be answered right away? All right, so let's get into it. For those of you who are visiting my channel for the very first time, my name is Zara Mahoon and I write the blog zmahoon.com. As a result of applying the principles that I teach in my online courses and coaching programs, people who feel lost or are feeling stuck in life are able to overcome their obstacles and start achieving their personal and business goals. I'm looking to work with people who are ready to transform their lives by bringing more love in, by bringing peace in their hearts, and more money in their bank accounts. Who do you know that might need my help? All right, let's get started on the subject of prayer. And if you stay till the end, I am going to share a couple of strategies that you can start implementing right away and change your life. Okay. So the very first thing I want you to understand is that prayer is not a time for asking. This was the biggest shift I had to make in order to really start accomplishing something with my prayers. Let me say this again. Prayer is not a time for asking God, the universe, or whatever entity you pray to. Prayer is not the time for asking. Prayer is the time for allowing. It is not the time for sending out. It is the time for receiving in. This shift in my perspective changed everything for me many years ago. Because like a lot of other people, I was taught that prayer is a time when you bring your hands together, whichever way you pray. Some people pray like this, some people pray like this. Whichever way you do it is the time when we sit in prayer and we ask God for all the things that we need. And that is what I was doing. I would sit down and pray and I would make a long list of everything that I wanted. And then I discovered that's really not the right way to do it. Abraham Hicks helped me to understand what prayer really is. You see, here's the thing to understand. You are praying all day, every single day, as long as you are awake. Because the universe, that which we call God, is listening to every thought that is going through your head. Even when you are on autopilot and you are not conscious of what is going through your head, the universe is listening. And not only is the universe listening, but the universe is also responding. So you don't need to sit down and get specific about what you want, because the universe is making a note of all the things that you want soon as you express a preference, even if it is a tiny preference, like I want red instead of blue. That is a preference, and the universe makes a note of it. The universe knows what you want in more precise detail than you could ever sit down and write. So what I learned, which really helped me to eliminate resistance from my life, was that I never need to be specific about what I want. And this is the one thing that is so wrong in the personal development industry, because people say to you that you have to be specific. Yes, you have to be specific for two reasons. You have to be specific so that you know where you are going. You have to be specific so that you can celebrate, you can keep track. When you get off on track, you can keep track. Those are the only reasons for being specific. You do not need to be specific in order to tell the universe what you want. You need to be specific so that you know what you want. so that you can steer your direction. If I didn't know where I was going, I would never get there. So it's not about the universe, it's about you being able to choose your direction. So if I want to be a doctor, then I know what I need to do. If I want to be an artist, I know what skills I need to acquire. And that is why you need to know what you want. But you don't need to be specific in order to tell the universe what you want, because the universe is listening to what you want, has been listening since the day you were born. And the universe keeps a record of everything that you have ever asked for. And whenever there's an opportunity to bring you that, the universe will do so. So then the question arises, what is prayer for? Prayer is to create a window through which the universe can deliver the things that you have already asked for. That is the purpose of prayer. It is the delivery time. It's not the asking time. Abraham has taught us that there are 3 steps to the manifestation process. You ask, then source answers, you trust, and lastly you allow. Prayer is the time for allowing. It is the time when we consciously stop asking and put ourselves in an allowing. So now the thing is, what is the tool that we use in order to put ourselves into that place of allowing? There are 2 tools that help to put us in a place of allowing so that the universe can deliver what we have already asked for. We have asked for it with every thought that we have ever thought. And those 2 tools are, number 1, meditation, number 2, appreciation. And that is why a rampage of appreciation, the way Abraham does it, that is a prayer. It is a prayer. And the universe will respond to it by giving you more to appreciate. And that, my dear friends, is how prayers are answered. If you just sit down and you appreciate until your appreciation gains momentum and becomes a rampage of appreciation, then that is the prayer that becomes the answer to everything that you have asked for. Because appreciation with momentum is what we call a rampage, and appreciation with momentum takes you high on the emotional scale, right to the top. And if you can spend 68 seconds in that vibration, the manifestations that you want are already on their way. And if you can spend 15 minutes there, everything in your life will change. And so it is a combination of meditation and appreciation that we need to practice every single day. And Abraham has told us very clearly that meditation is not as important as appreciation. Because if you are awake for, let's say you're awake for 16 hours in a day or 18 hours in a day, how much of that time did you spend in complaining, and how much time did you spend in appreciation? That difference is what determines where you are on the emotional scale and what type of manifestations will take place in your life. Because listen, manifestations are happening all the time. Every moment is a manifestation. But we want to improve the quality of our manifestations, and that depends on the quality of our vibration. A vibration of appreciation will bring us all the things that we want. And so that is what we need to do when we sit down to pray, is to create a rampage of appreciation. And if you want help with that, I've written a whole book about it. It is called How to Pray So That God Listens. And that book, in the first part of the book, has all the details about what prayer really means and how to do it. And the second part of the book contains 100 rampages of appreciation that are so general that anyone can read them. And if you read them out aloud, trust me, if you actually did pick up that book and use it for 100 days, every morning, just doing one rampage from that book, your life will change. I guarantee it. Because that prayer, if you do it in the morning, is like a pre-paving. It sets the tone for your entire day. And it keeps you on a positive vibration for a longer period of time, so that you start spending more time in appreciation and less time in contrast and complaining. All right, guys, I truly hope that this helps you to change your life. Love you all lots. Love hearing from you. Love your questions. And so want to help you. Bye for now.